Hello and welcome to episode 1 of ranking every single NBA player ever. It's finally starting, and we're going to start with the A last names. But first, I got to give a quick shout out to Nick Martin. He correctly guessed the first player we're going to be talking about. So at number 178, we're talking about Forrest Frosty Abel of the Syracuse Nationals. What can I really say about him? He has a PR of negative 41.5 and played 1 minute in one game. At number 177, we're going to be talking about Antonio Anderson from the Oklahoma City Thunder. He had a negative 1.7 PR, which pretty epic, my guy. At number 176, we have Joe Alexander. I'm a Bucks fan, as you may know. We burned an 8th overall pick on him. I have no hate towards Joe Alexander personally, but my God. At number 175, we have Rafael Araujo. The 8th overall pick from the Raptors didn't pan out. And I will say this, there are players who are worse than him, but drafting him 8th overall is kind of a killer. At number 174, we have Josh Okoye. He played 3 minutes per game in 3 career games, so could be better. At 173, we have Gary Alexander. He got traded in his rookie season and then immediately got released following getting traded. At number 172, we have Don Anilik. Played a game. That's pretty much all I can say. So you're welcome, all Don Anilik fans. He gets a mention here. At number 171, we have Lance Allred. Average first stint LeBron teammate. He played 3 games. Didn't do anything in those, but, he played. At 170, we have Peter Aluma, Sacramento Kings. He played 2 games. He's from Nigeria. That's something that makes him unique and separates him from all these guys. At number 169, we have Martinas Andrukivicius. What can I say? His name is longer than he had a career in the NBA. At number 168, we have Don Esmonga, whose name would be a very apt reference in 2020 if it was spelled by a dyslexic person. At 167, we have Joe Arlokis. He played 9 games, wore 53, and was a 4th-round pick, which doesn't exist anymore. So, pretty impressive. At number 166, we have Chet Abuchin. He played for the Detroit Falcons. If anyone knows who that is, you can let me know, because I don't. At number 165, we have Bob Armstrong. He played 19 games. Doesn't have anything cool about him that I could find, but, he played in the NBA. That's kind of cool. At 164, we have Dwight Anderson. He played 5 games. Didn't really do much, but he was nicknamed the Blur. How he got that nickname, I couldn't tell you, but he was the Blur. At 163, we have Kim Anderson. His name is Kim. That's kind of cool. At 162, we have Ken Austin. He played for the Detroit Pistons. He played 7 career games. Yeah, most of these guys aren't going to have much of an impact. At number 161, we have Tyshawn Alexander. He has actually played as recently as 2021, but he hasn't played a game since 2021, but he isn't retired, so he is still technically eligible to go up on this list at some point. At number 160, we have Jesse Arnell. His most notable attribute is that he played 31 career games and changed his jersey number within that span, so honestly, that's kind of impressive. And lastly for this video, at number 159, we have Mr. Bob Anderegg. Played for the New York Knicks in the 1960s, 1 season, 33 games. Not great, but you get the honor of being the last person in this video. So thank you guys so much for watching part 1 of this video. I'm going to give it the same thing as last time, so if anyone can guess the first player based on my hint, you will get pinned and you will be shouted out in the next video. So for the hint, he played in 2016. He played 5 games, and I guess you could say his play was somewhat appalling. Thank you guys so much for watching episode 1. I hope to see you all in episode 2. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share, anything. Join me on this journey, and we'll see how far it goes. Thank you all for watching.